living in darkness, look for the light, cause the fire is burning and they're helping you fight. It's the fire keepers, the fire keepers, fire keepers, fire keepers, fire keepers. Recovery, Bumper BG, talk recovery. Fire keepers, fire. Welcome to Firekeeper Recovery. I'm Brent Grant.
Bumper Smith.
Keleetha.
And we'll do a quick check-in. Then I'm doing pretty good since a while ago.
Yeah.
Having a pretty good day, pretty good week. And yeah, I'm becoming a Dolphin fan. So go Miami Dolphins.
Really?
They got 70 points yesterday. So that's
Jesus, really?
Watching football.
Damn, like watching college football.
Yes, go Dolphins.
Damn.
How about you? You been doing all right?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Same old, same old. Go to work and go home. Enjoy my quiet, simple life. It's a blessing to be where I'm at, and I'm grateful for everything I've got.
Got that Paris Hilton life. Simple life.
Yeah, without the edge, you know.
How about you, Keleetha? You doing good?
I'm good. I just got off work, getting ready to start my weekend, which is the next 3 days before I have to go back to work. So,
Where you working at?
Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been down there. I just started my 4th year. I actually held it down while I was still in active addiction, so they didn't.
Which is not easy to do.
No, it's not. Like, I would go to work during the day, you know, hustle at night, start over the next morning. They never would fire me because we never have enough help. And the only reason I wouldn't come in is usually I'd call from booking. I'd be like, I'm in jail, I won't be in today. But I like it. I would rather be doing the peer support stuff since I've done that already, but I just got to get my core stuff out of the way first.
It'll come along.
So, yeah.
Just hang in there. It'll come along. This shit's hard work, too.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like everybody's just keeping them going one day at a time.
Yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and ask you the first question. What were some of the events that led to you getting into recovery?
In and out of jail all the time. Like, I knew once I got picked up, I was going to stay at least a month.
Damn.
So, you know, I just got tired of that because I'd go in, do a month or so, get out, be back in there a couple months later, and I just got tired of being sick and tired.
It feels like starting over every time when you get out.
Yes. Yeah, like, you do. Like, everybody's done went through all your clothes, all your shoes are gone.
Damn.
But this last few times, I was actually in a kind of okay places to live, and I didn't lose everything, so I didn't have to completely start over.
That's good.
What are some of the things that helped you in your early recovery?
Well, for one, I had an ankle monitor on, so I couldn't do much at all. But just going to Analyski, like, you know, just using all the resources we have. Like, it's crazy at how many resources we do have now.
Yeah.
Like, if I'd have wanted to do this, say, 10 years ago, it wouldn't have been like it is now.
But not possible.
No. And I didn't want to have to move away, like go to an Oxford house or somewhere out of town when I got out of jail. Like, they were wanting me to, but I didn't want to go because I was like, nah, I would want to see if I can just stick to what I planned on doing, like going to Analyski, going to group, you know, just doing what I have to, you know, stay here.
Yeah.
It's been really hard, but I mean, I've got a grandbaby, so I got to see her every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's My daughter don't count no more. It's all Serenity now.
And being home with in your own community with your own people, it makes a difference.
It does.
It makes a big difference.
I mean, you still have the people that's going to come up to you and say stuff to you, but I mean, they've about a little over a year in, everybody finally just like quit. Like, I've not had anybody come up to me in a while asking. And I was like, thank God, because most of the time when I'm out in town, I do have my grandbaby with me if I'm not at work or on a weekend. Yeah. And I don't want her hearing all that. All she knows, the best way we explained it was we were sick and we're getting better.
Yeah.
Because she's only 6. But she understands, and if you take medicine, she reminds you every day. She takes her vitamin every morning, so you gotta take yours too.
Yeah.
Besides your grandbaby, what are some other motivations in your recovery?
My family, getting my family back. Like, I had burned every bridge possible, and like now, like I always waited till I had came down, everything was out of my system before I called home. Like every time I was in jail. And so this time, the last time I was in jail, I waited 2 weeks to make sure I was good. They got me started on all my other meds and stuff that I wouldn't take whenever I was in addiction, but I called and I asked Mom, I was like, if I got a chance of getting out of here, I was like, I know it ain't gonna be soon, but in a few months probably. I was like, is it okay if I come home? She said, are you serious about it this time? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, we'll see. So when I done over 100 days, and when I got out, they let me come back home.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And I'm so glad, because I don't know what I'd do without my mom and dad. I really don't.
How important would you say that continuation of all your meds from when you were in jail to out how important is that?
That's very important, because I have to have, like, once I started going to the doctor like I was supposed to and everything, like I have to have a mood stabilizer. Found out that I had PTSD. And like my anxiety is bad. Like they finally adjusted my meds to where I'm okay. Because when I first got out, I was on like a really low dose of Zoloft, and it wasn't what I needed when I got out. That's for damn sure, Like, it finally got everything straightened out. So, I can tell if I don't have them. Like, if I forget on the weekends, like, I can tell when I do take it, like, I'll be needing it.
Yeah. And it shows a lot of personal growth, making it through that period of medication adjustment to find something that worked for you.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe a lot of people will get frustrated during that part and just want to throw their hands up and say hell with it.
Yeah, that's the way I was before. Like, I would take it, and then I'd be up for a week or so, and not take it, on and off. And so I never could tell what really was working for me. Right. So,
along with your family, has a community been important in your recovery?
Yeah. Like, that's the reason I chose to do all the peer support training, and I'm also a designated recovery coach, because as much as I say I was helping people whenever, I was helping them not be sick, but I was actually hurting them more than I was helping them whenever I was still, using. And I just want to give back. I just want to help my people. Like, I have friends that ask me if I wanted a job in Franklin, but I'm like, that's not where I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be here. And I've already had Like, there's a bunch of people, like, I'll be like, whatever, you know, whenever they tell me that they really look up to me now, and if I can do it, they can too. I was like, I'll just, you know, blow them off, like, whatever, you know, just turn it into a joke or something. But, you know, it is nice to see, like, how much I have grown myself when people do say that.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, when you get compliments like that, you know, totally take them and believe them.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's one thing I guess from, like, my PTSD and stuff, like, if something feels like it's too good to be true, you know, I'll try to self-sabotage or something, you know, because I'm so used to everything turning to crap.
Right.
But,
so it's like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm finally learning how to take compliments and stuff.
Right on. It's not as easy as people think.
No, it's not, especially whenever you've, you know, been disrespected and all that so much that, you know, you never heard anything good from anybody.
Right. And it only goes to, like, compound your negative self-talk. You know, it makes you think that that's a confirmation of it. Yeah, it's tough.
What are some things that recovery has helped you be more grateful for?
Just pretty much just life in general. Like, I'm grateful for everything I have now. Like, everything means a hell of a lot more than it did. Like, you know, I would rather sit at home and be bored than out here on the streets now. You know, I'm grateful I have a roof over my head, I have a job, I have a car, like, I've got money in my pocket, you know, I've even got money in the bank.
Right.
And I mean, it's just, I can come and go as I please, do what I want when I want, you know, it's just, and I'm healthy for once. Like, I have, you know, I've got a clean bill of health, and I'm really grateful for that, because I mean, I really, like, I could have not been here, like, for real. So I mean, just grateful to wake up every morning.
Right. We put ourselves at a lot of risk when we're out there, you know, especially if with how the different ways that we were using. You know, there's a lot of things that could have went wrong, and thankfully we're here.
Yeah.
A lot of us didn't make it. Yeah,
that's true. Like, I was one of the ones that ended up in the hospital with endocarditis, you know, and that's whenever people would tell me they thought they had it, or they would ask what the symptoms were, I'd be like, y'all need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, y'all need to go. That's the same way I felt. Like, you need to go, because, I mean, I'd learned how to walk again.
Damn.
So, you know, and I signed myself out of hospital 3 or 4 times. AMA'd. I'd stay long enough to feel better, and I could walk good, sign myself out. But finally, I got full treatment, and I'm good. I'm healthy.
Yeah, that's good, because there's people that don't even get to come back from.
Yeah, like, they thought I was going to have heart surgery, like have a pacemaker put in, like, you know, most people's had to do, or have valves replaced, but luckily my body started responding to all the medication.
That's good.
So I'm just thankful for waking up every day now.
That's right.
Is there any, like, programs or maybe even like events that the community at large can help in Turkey? So I mean, like, sober meetings. Everybody says we need more meetings.
We do.
Maybe even like, is there a need of like a women's group? Because I know there's been like a couple of men's groups.
Yeah, there's a women's group up on Alishki, but I mean, it's if you work, it's kind of hard to, you know, go at the times, you know, they have it, which I think they tried to make it a little later so people could make it. But yeah, I think we need a lot more meetings around here. I mean, it would definitely help even if we just had a few more, you know, because some people, they just don't, like, everybody quit showing up for, like, what was it, NAAA that they used to have at the hospital?
Yeah.
Like, everybody just quit showing up for that. Like, it was hit or miss if somebody was going to show up and have it. You know, and I don't know, it was just, Ash was a lot better. Like, yeah. Like, you could catch a meeting over there any time of the day.
Yeah, at night, too.
Yeah.
Maybe having, like, potlucks or like, some snacks or something set out for people. At least get them there.
Yeah.
And then they could hear the message.
I like all that. Do you have any coping skills that you can share that you use?
Yeah, like if one thing I use most of the time where I have really bad anxiety is, and nobody can see me doing it, is I use the tapping thing.
Yeah.
You know, I do tap, or everybody says like, oh, well, you don't have to go up on your meds or get your meds switched because you're always like, you know, bouncing your leg, and I was just all like,
it's a grounding technique.
Yeah, I was like, it's helping me, so just mind your business.
Right.
I was like, if you find something that works for you, do it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes I just have to well, actually, I've gotten every day around 9. Like, I tell everybody good night at the house, because, I mean, the kids are getting ready to go to bed anyway. And I'm like, leave me alone. You know, from 9 till the next morning is my time. Whether I go in my bedroom, watch TV, read, listen to music, that's my me time. You know, and it's every day. Yes.
You gotta have that.
Yes.
Is there any advice you would give to anybody that's still in addiction, looking for a way out?
Just ask. Ask somebody. I mean, there's plenty of us out here that want everybody to be doing good, you know? Like, I mean, I do. Like, I mean, I still talk to them, you know, I don't call them friends. I call them acquaintances, you know, because if they were really your friend, you know, they wouldn't tell you you're acting like you're better than them or anything now. But, I mean, I still talk to them, you know, but I would just tell them, ask. I mean, ain't nobody gonna judge you or nothing. You walk through those doors on a leash key. You'll probably actually have somebody you used with talk to you.
You'll see
and they like tell you they're proud of you. You know, that you're up there.
It does take some guts to walk through the doors the first time, though.
It does. That's like I talked about it, but I mean, I finally did, and whenever I came back this last time, like, they told me there's like they could tell there was a difference, like a world of difference from the first time I tried and this time. Yeah, definitely.
And they could see it in your life, your consistency you've had. Even the ones that may be saying you're acting like you're too good, you know. Well, that's just your recovery.
Yeah.
And that's boundaries, you know, for your own safety.
Oh yeah.
You have
to have your boundaries set. Like, one of my little brothers, like, we're like 2 peas in a pod, but you know, he's still in active addiction, so I can't be around him.
Yeah.
So anytime he comes to the house, like, either mom will send one of the kids in there to see what he's talking to me about, or I'll just go in the living room where someone else is around, you know, so he doesn't try to talk to me about, you know, drugs or anything. And he's not trying to borrow money. He already knows not to ask for money. Like, he will not get me any money.
At least there's in boundaries he does.
Yeah.
Recognize.
Yeah. It took him a while, though, to, you know, catch on. Like, I'm like, big sis ain't gonna give in no more. You know, and every time I see him, I was like, you know, you can do it too, right? I said, shit. I said, look at me and Delia and Ayana. I said, we're all doing it. I said, all living in the same house. I said, we get along great. I was like, you know, we all work, go down on leash ski, go to class. you know, it all works for us.
The support is there.
Yes. And that's what I told him. I was like, don't think you're going to be in it by yourself, because you're not.
Right. So, yeah, that's all the questions we have. Is there anything we missed? Anything, your message that you'd like to leave with? And then people you want to shout out that's helped you?
Oh, I'd have to say the ones, besides my family, that's helped me out the most, will probably be Callie and Trick. Like, they've been there. Like, they answered while I was in jail. They wrote, or Callie wrote me while I was in there, after she found out I was in there. And, like, every time I called, you know, they'd answer. So, yeah, they've been there for me, like, through addiction. Even once I fell off the last time, you know, they were still there. They just, you know, had to set those boundaries with me. And now we're all doing it.
These are your true friends.
Yes. These are your real friends.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely true. You find out who your real friends are.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm happy you found that. I mean, and you had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the day I got out of jail, I had asked my probation officer if it was cool, you know, if I go to Walmart, give me some clothes, because, you know, once you make that stay in jail, you know, your clothes ain't fitting you at all. I had to go up like 3 sizes when I got out. But
that's hell. That's a good hell.
Yeah. You can tell I'd been eating good, that was for sure. But yeah, like they took me to Walmart, and then they took me out to eat, and I thought I was gonna have to get up and get out of the restaurant because it was packed.
Damn.
Like, as soon as we sat down, it was just like boom.
Anxiety.
Yes. But like, they just sat there and talked to me, you know, kept me from like looking around, like. But at one point I had to put my earbuds in and just like listen to music for a minute and calm down, like ground myself, and then, you know, I was fine.
Yeah.
Finally made it through dinner, and then I was like, okay, take me home.
Let's get to Big Coat.
Yes, I need to be back in Big Coat ASAP.
Well, heck yeah, I thank you for being here and sharing your story with us today.
It's a powerful testimony.
Yep. Yeah, Jack Smith asked me, or we talked about it, he told me, he said, you can do it anytime. He said, let me know when you're ready. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be your warm-up.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, well, he said, go see how you do with them, and then let me know. I said, all right. But yeah, I think I'm ready.
I know.
Not very many's heard it, so well, I think I'm ready. And I hit my 2 years Friday, so yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Again, that's something to celebrate there. Celebrate.
Yeah.
With the non-alcoholic beer or whatever. I don't know.
Celebrate with some cake.
Yeah.
Did you do any celebrating?
Huh?
Did you do any celebrating?
For my year I didn't, but Callie said we're gonna do something. So she asked me when my 2 years was, and I told her. She's like, okay. She said, well, we're gonna go do something. I was like, all right, then. Just don't let me down. Yeah. Don't back out on me like you normally do.
Nah, she don't do that.
Not Callie.
Well, heck yeah, man. That's about all I have. You got anything, bro?
I'm good.
Heck yeah. So thank Keleetha again for joining us today. So for Firekeeper Recovery, I'm Grant.
Bumper Smith.
Keleetha Wolfe.
And as always, we'll leave the line on for you.
Cut.
Eastern Bay, Cherokee, Firekeeper, Recovery, we them firekeepers, the firekeepers, the firekeepers, the firekeepers. Yeah, coming to you live from the mountains of smoke. Firekeeper Recovery, bringing you hope. If you're living in darkness, look for the light, cause our fire is burning and they're helping you fight. It's the firekeepers, the firekeepers, firekeepers, firekeepers. Fire keepers, recovery. Bumpin' BG, talk recovery.